Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your support as always. If you're looking for other ways to do so, you will find those down in the description. Let's get to it. T78, this is me, top tier in a two-tier battle. Little mid-tier action right here. Oh, by the way, the T78 is available for Verizon customers with a very good deal. Check out the World of Tanks North America website. Go to the article, and it will show you how to link that all up. No cost, no extra days of Verizon or whatever. It's just free. 90 days of premium and a T78, plus this cool camo with the American flag. All right. We're going to talk about playing the match that is, vice playing the match that you want it to be. And I think this is something that every player struggles with, especially when you get to that intermediate level and you start to understand and see the meta, understand the maps, know where the critical terrain is. And if you attempt to take that square peg and jam it into the individual match's round hole, so to speak, and that individual match is not going the way you want it, or even the meta is changing a little bit and you're not keeping up with the times, you're going to find yourself getting into bad situations. And what I mean by that is, well, let's just look at this example. I'm going to the 1-2 line. I'm top tier. I know there's some heavy hitters. The OI, the 2 T1s are pretty bad. But I have a big gun, and I think I can get down here and do some work. But as I'm watching the deployment, and I think you guys can do the same, just take a look at where my big hitters are going and what they're doing. It's myself, a T67, and an M4A1. Churchill is finally starting to move a little bit, but I think he actually camps. And I'm looking at this. I type in LOL. The lemming train is going 8-9 line, my friends. That is not the critical terrain on this map. Now, you can get mad about it, and I sometimes do. You can stubbornly drive to the same place you always go, the 1-2 line in this case for me, nearly always. Or you can take a more nuanced approach and go, all right, let's see what's going on with the knowledge that the deployment is kind of bad. It's not going the way you think it should to win the match. Let's just take a look, and if things go bad, let's get out of there. Another option is to follow the lemming train, but I think they have plenty of lemmings. So we'll come in here. I do know that they have 3 artillery, so I'm going to be very careful. This match was played after 1.13. So they're not going to hit as hard, but there's 3 of them, and here they come. Everything's flying in. We have some help, but look at that. The T67 gets walloped. Now we have a Skoda here as well. And they've got the 100, a T1, a P43, a Panzer IV-H, and who knows what else. So I start to run, and I think, all right, maybe I can get some hits in here. I don't want to be where the Skoda is, because if something pushes hard, by the time I get turned around, here comes the KV-1 as well. Put a little hit into him. P43 is up top, and this is just a bit of a holding action, with the knowledge that more than likely it's going to go poorly. I actually hit my own buddy. That's no bueno. So we can get another shot into this guy. There we go. They've killed the M4A1. Look how many guys they've got. T1, T1, Su-100, OI, KV-1. There's just no sense in myself and the T67. We were never going to hold this. So this is a thought process that I have attempted to develop better lately. Because frankly, the games are kind of all over the place. They always are at mid to low tier anyway. So this is a very useful skill to learn in these tiers. But lately, even at high tiers, it's just a bit wacky. We've got a lot of new players coming in from the Steam deal now that World of Tanks is on Steam. So that's added some people. I think the COVID effect, of course, has brought more people back. And so it's very unpredictable. Plus, sometimes it's just maybe a meta change. All right, I'm not saying that's the case here, but you do run into those things as well. And if you've played a long time, you might get kind of stuck in your way of doing things. So it's always good to look at the match, how it's developing, and make decisions there. So we're not going to talk large meta here. I don't know if the meta's really changed on this map. This is just a really weird one. Look at, we've got the whole ring around the rosy action going on here, right? Ring around the rosy. My team has pushed up into the northeast. They have pushed down into the southwest, and we got this big swirl going on, and it is just myself, a 59-16, and a couple arties who are going to be sitting back here attempting to hold them off from the cap long enough for our push, or whatever is going on up there, to try to get onto their cap. I would much rather that my entire team come back, but there's nothing I can do about that. So I'm going to try to prepare the battle space a little bit here. And this was always in my mind. So I knew that this position's here. I was going to try to hold 1-2 line for as long as I could without really giving up all my votes, all my hit points, which meant I had to leave a little earlier than I might normally do in a regular game. And this is part of what I was talking about, me trying to react a little bit better and a little bit faster to these games. And it's a lot of what we talk about when I do coaching, because it's not easy. Right? You know what the critical terrain is, you know the good places to be are. You want to go there, you want to win the game, but sometimes you just look at it and it's just not in the cards. This was never set up for us to have that kind of game. We just were not going to hold the 1-2 line, but we're not going to win the 1-2 line. We put some hits on him, put some damage on him. Unfortunately, my buddies were not able to get out as fast as I was because they just sort of went in and died. That's going to get me lit. So I've prepared it as best I can with that bush, but they're just pushing in. So we've got the P-43, the OI is coming at me. I'm going to try to get rid of this guy. Worked out. Thank goodness for RNG. We'll back out of that. I'm really hoping I don't get hit by Artie. You can see that my team's pushed up onto the cap, but I've got now an OI. Here comes the Panzer IV-H. I really need to get rid of this dude if I can. So I'll go ahead and expose myself a bit. I don't get the high roll I need to take him down, so he's a one-shot now. The OI is slowly moving around the outside. I got a little bit of backup with the Grille, and now the 5916 is kind of keeping the OI busy. So I need to sort of sell out here and get rid of this dude. There we go. And now the OI is slowly coming around. He gets hit by the 5916, who sacrifices his body right there. I have fired all my gold, though, and that's going to be a problem. I have one APCR shell left. Here comes the OI. The plan here is to shoot him once and then just work him around this little edge here. Again, I'm just stalling for time. I'd love to kill him if I can. That's obviously the plan if I can do that, but I certainly don't want to get nuked by him. And our team is not doing so well pushing up onto the cap. Because what are they doing? They're doing to that team what the purples tried to do to me, which is push into a bunch of defensive pushed up TDs. And then the T1 Heavy gets into the fight, and that's a bit of a game changer. So I can't do what I want now. I was just going to kind of come around the other side and shoot him. See what he's doing here, and I'm just going to make a run across. We shoot him. Unfortunately, we don't pin him. I had to get out of there. I couldn't let him come up through that little V with me on the other side there, because once he pushed me the other way around, the T1, and those things shoot pretty quick, would have started to machine gun me down. Now he's gonna try to get through. The Artie misses, unfortunately. I've got the Grille backing me up, and now I'm just going to try to play my own little version of Ring Around the Rosie right here. So he comes around the corner. Get up into the lower plate, unfortunately. Thank goodness I didn't lose a bunch of hit points. Just about reloaded. We'll try to get him again. Oh, we bounce again. No bueno. Artie hits him once. There Artie misses, looks like. One more shot into him. I just can't quite get the pin. And we're going to run up through the little V right here. Hopefully he doesn't get around the corner fast enough to shoot me in the back. No, he does not. And now we're going to wait once again here and try to get another free shot. But it doesn't matter because the Grille gets him. I take a little breather. I'm thinking, well, okay, good. Now what? Where's that T1? What is he doing? Move back here. My team is still attempting to take the cap. There's a T1, the Su-100 that they're fighting, and two Artie. And all of a sudden I find the T1 just charging hard. I'm thinking, oh no. Oh no, I'm going to need 3 more shots maybe to get this guy. Get reloaded, hit him one more time. Okay, that worked. That was good. And we're going to play the same game. We'll just run away from him. Go ahead and auto aim. It gets my engine, unfortunately. We fix it. We keep running. See how fast those things fire? I don't really want to let him ram me, but we will go ahead and try to get that one shot. Notice how fast he was firing coming at me. I was down to 2 more hits from him and I was gone, and then the Grille saves me once again. We're up to 2,300 damage. We'll come off here. And I don't know where the Artie is, to be honest. The Su-100 is doing some good work over there. Probably backed up with the Artie. I imagine the purple Artie has spent most of their time bombing the guys trying to take the cap. Now that whole game goes very poorly without me being able to stay alive that long. Would have been really nice if somebody else had reacted and come back to the cap. So I didn't really mention that early on, but that's a big thing that we talk about a lot on this channel is if you win your flank and the cap is in trouble, go back. Well, my team didn't do any such thing, and you're going to have that at mid to low tiers like this. Happens a lot. There goes the Su-100. And we'll just speed this up because we come out here and we find, I believe, one of them running around out in the open here. There we go. So we get this guy running out in the open. I think this is a crit, no damage. Nope, it's a hit. Somehow he doesn't see me. Not yet, anyway. Or maybe he does. There we go. Now he sees me. We'll push up against this wall just in case the other arty is back in that corner somewhere. And he sort of is. I think he was coming at me. I'm going to find him as I'm going up this hill because he's off to the right here. There he is. So the Su-122. I don't want to go up and over the edge and let him kind of clip me with one of those shots. He can't really land it on me. You know, there is an arc, but this is he's just too close to make the arc work for him. I have good depression. He's trying to back out to make it happen here. My arty goes in. That goes ahead and gives him some stun, but he's going to have that healed by the time I'm able to get a shot. That was actually a mistake by him tucking up under there because that lets me get up and over, and now he has to back out, and I'll get the first shot before he can really get situated. We end up killing him. 4 kills, 2,862 damage, 516 assists. The old ring around the rosy, but I think a good discussion on playing the match that you're in and not necessarily the map or the meta. The map and the meta are great for SA. They're great for initial planning to take a look at what's going on, go to that map meta place to be, the critical terrain. Understand why it's the critical terrain, all that good stuff. But then the purples get a vote and you've got to react to that. And that really is the big one. Going from beginner, intermediate to good player, it's learning how to do that better and faster for whatever is presented to you out there. All right, man. I hope this helped you guys. That's all I've got for today. Take it easy, and we will see you.